Versant English test. So watch this video till end and I'm sure you will get some hint and do let me know how was your experience and your feedback will be appreciated. So Versant English test is a criteria which is generally taken by organizations like Deloitte and Amazon, Microsoft, Google. So these are these are a criteria which they have kept it as mandatory. If you don't clear this test, then you're not going to pass. I'm sure you all know this. So without wasting time, I am telling you some of the tips which came out from my experience. I'm going to share you. I believe that it will help you in clearing this test. Okay, so let's get started. The first tip is overcome your fear. If you are thinking that you are not going to clear this test, don't go by that thought. Okay, be positive, be cool, be calm, be relaxed. Don't think that this is something like a Mount Everest which you have to climb. No, it's not. It's an easy test and you can clear it. That is the second thing. Don't compare. I'm sure there are people around you who have taken this test and have not cleared. So don't compare, because if you are going to compare that the people who had taken this test and they were good in English and you were not, then boss, you are doing a great mistake, because here the computer is taking a test, not an individual. So they don't know the person who is talking is in which situation. Reading, repeat, questions, sentence build, story retelling, and open questions. So the first part will be reading, where the operator will ask you to, for example, they will ask you to read statement number 6. Then you have to read it loud, clear, and don't fumble, don't get nervous while reading, and don't speed up. So these are few tips. Like if I have to ask, if they ask me to read statement number 5, I will read, Larry's next door neighbors are awful. Okay, so this is a monotonous, this is not monotonous, the pitch should not be monotonous. Okay, make sure it is clear, it is audible, and pause wherever it is required. All right. Second is repeat. A voice will say some words and you have to repeat it even if you missed some word. Generally I also missed some words when they were speaking because of their dialects and all. So we were, it's normal, it's normal for us that we are not able to capture those words. So don't worry, you have to add your own words and speak till you hear the beep sounds. That's it. The third part is question. So here it is a trick. It's mandatory for you to make sure the answer should contain two words or three words. All right, it should not contain one word or more than three words. So there is a limit, and it's a tricky part. All right. So for example, a voice says, would you get water from bottle or a newspaper? Then you have to say a bottle, or you can say from a bottle. If you say bottle, then it is wrong. Okay, then you will lose marks. Now sentence builds. Now please rearrange the word groups into a sentence. A voice says, was reading my mother her favorite magazine. So you have to rearrange it. My mother was reading her favorite magazine. Okay, so there will be certain words which will be there in the paragraph and you have to rearrange it. All right. Now the fifth part is story retelling. You will hear three brief stories. Each story will be spoken once, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 30 seconds to retell the story in English. All right. So, so there is a catch, that when a voice will come, they will tell a story. They will not tell story only once, they will tell it twice, and you have to speak for 30 seconds till you hear a beep. So don't pause until you get a beep. All right. Try to retell as much of story as you can, including the situation, characters, actions, and ending. So there will be the story. You have to increase your listening capability. So it all depends your listening skills. Okay. Even all the section depends on your listening and the way you speak. That's it. Open questions. You will hear two questions about family life or personal choices. Each question will be spoken twice, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 40 seconds to answer the question. You will hear another beep at the end of 40 seconds. So this is the most simple part in this whole section, where you have to be creative while discussing about your story. So you can choose an easy story which has happened in your life, like if you are working in some company and there you face some challenges so from the question you can correlate with your incident, and that will be uh, more helpful because you have passed those things in your life. Okay, the most important tip of all the sections is don't use any fancy words which is too difficult to pronounce, or okay, or it is so don't think that if you will speak any fancy words it will add an value to your passing this criteria. So it is wrong. Speak simple English, good English, and slowly. Okay, so don't be fast, don't fumble, and don't be nervous. All right. So all the best for your for this test, and I'm sure after watching this video it might give you some confidence, and the other part of the confidence you have to build up. And let me know how you have gone through this test, and if there is any feedback it will be appreciated, as I told in the beginning of the statement. Okay, so please subscribe and do let me know how was your test in the comment section given below. Thank you.